in a small town down in Arkansas, where the river flows, there's a man with a passion that everybody knows. He's got a collection that'll make you stare. Vintage pocket knives laid with tender care.
Howdy, howdy, everybody. Welcome once again to HT's EDC, coming at you this Monday morning, and we are indoors today. And to be honest, it is, I guess for lack of a better excuse, I was lazy. I had a bunch of knives I had to go track down for this particular show, video this morning, and I was set up inside from the video we did yesterday with my wife. I had a lot of knives to go track down here and there, and I just simply was lazy. Didn't want to go move all this and take it back outside. So we're indoors for one more. We will be back out to the back patio or the front porch or outside probably tomorrow. But we're going to do one more indoors, which means this little gal right here, she is, that gives her a break on her squirrel animal protection duties outdoors. She tends to take advantage of it when she gets a day off, so she is here at my left-hand side, but she's taking it nice and chill this morning. So anyway, what's going on in the world? Thank you guys yesterday for the giveaway. We are, for my Hunter's Herd, we have a winner for the Legacy Knives Legacy Hunter Sheath, and that will be going out. Congrats to Mr. Wade up in the Great White North, Radar 468. You are the lucky winner, my man, and we will be I will try to get that out actually today. I know I'm going to have to do the whole declaration, I'm going to have to do the whole declaration thing since it's going from the States here to Canada, but we're going to try to get that out. Don't quote me. If not today, tomorrow for sure, and get wheels under that and get you your new sheath. So thank you to everybody that supported that and participated. That was a lot of fun. What else is going on in the world? My college football team, the U. Well, we won. We won this, actually it was Friday night. I was about to say Saturday, but it was a Friday night game actually. And let's just say it did not come without a shroud of controversy at the end. There was a very controversial call at the end of that game that we came out on the right side of. If you're a Hurricane fan, that's all I'm going to say. Was it the right call? I don't know. All I know is the referees, they debated on it for, I think it was almost 10 minutes, and they made their call, and what am I supposed to do? I'm a Hurricane fan. I hope it was the right call. I really do, because it was a great game between two great teams. And on this particular call, we came out on the right side of it and won the game. So, hey, go Canes. So we are 5-0 right now, and we are going to take it. So today we are going to be back on you guys. The people's pick. What am I calling this? The People's Choice, People's Series. I think I'm calling it the People's Series. Anyway, what it is, doesn't matter what the title's called. This is a series that you guys have sent me in. I have a sheet. Actually, I'm looking at it on the other side of the table, but I have a sheet with a bunch of show ideas that you guys have sent in and said, hey, HT, I'd like to see this. or HT, how about make us a video for this? And I'm always happy to oblige. And this is one of those. This one actually comes to us from Brother Jim, the Barlow Brigade. And kind of not a surprise, but Jim wanted to see HT's Barlow collection. So, Brother Jim, this one is for you. We are going to break it up into 2 different videos because, I would have y'all here way too long if I try to cram all this in one video. So we're going to do a 2-part. I'm going to show the big boys today, the 4-inch and up Barlows in my collection, and we will come back with a part 2 and we'll show the smaller guys, more of the traditional size Barlows. So, and we're going to keep it moving. I'm not going to I'll name the knife, maybe tell you what blade steel, something real quick, but for everybody involved, we're going to keep it moving where we're not a 30-minute, hopefully, video. A quick, what you toting today? Open C leather wallet, truck fob, pocket cross, magnetic slip again today, MKM. And today we are housing this guy right here. And check it out. We have the Rosecraft. And this is the Loosahatchee Jack. You could make a case that this is a Barlow. I wouldn't argue with you. Has somewhat of the elongated bolster here, known to, that is typical for traditional Barlows. But Rosecraft calls this a jackknife, the Loosahatchee Jack. And this is in their yellow sandalwood. Just a gorgeous, beautiful knife. No matter what you call it, I kind of call it a Barlow. So, kind of went with a theme today, so I kind of picked this one to toss in the pocket today. But that's my what you toting today. And let's get into this thing. First one, like I said, I'm going to go pretty quick. I'm going to show the knife, open the knife. You guys have seen Barlows before, clip blades, long bolsters. I'm not going to, bore you with specifics, but we're just going to show some Barlows. That's what Jim wanted. He wanted to see some cool Barlows, or, well, whether they're cool or not, they're mine, but here we go. First up, one of my newer Barlows. You guys know I am loving on this thing. This is the Queen Cutlery Big Chief, and this is actually an all aluminum integral frame, a one-piece aluminum frame from Queen, clip point blade. This is stainless steel, and it is on the Granddaddy Barlow. This is a big boy Granddaddy Barlow frame. So, first one, the Queen Big Chief. Next, this is actually, he will know this knife well. This is one that has just been recently gifted to me by Brother Jim. And this is a Saber Granddaddy Barlow. And this is from Japan. Obviously, we have carbon steel here, all the Teeners, elongated bolster. We have the saw cut. Is that Delrin? That is a polymer saw cut plastic. These are saw cut plastic covers on there. We have the long bolster, carbon steel, and this is a Saber Granddaddy Barlow from Japan. Thank you, Jim, for sending this along. So, nice half stops. All right, moving on. Next one, we have a Master Barlow. And get this one open. Has nice half stops. This is a Colonial USA Master Barlow. And again, we have saw cut plastic as far as our covers, but just a great knife. Has some great half stops, walk and talk. Carbon steel again on this one, made in the USA. This is the Colonial Master Barlow. Keeping it moving. We have an import here, a old Rough Rider. We have the Rough Rider with the horseshoe shield on it, on the bolster. Well, excuse me. We have the horseshoe stamping on the bolster. It does have a Rough Rider shield also, but this has half stops. This is in ram horn on that. Pretty cool covers, nice and deep. They did a real good job, in my opinion, with how they scalloped, and I don't even know if you want to call, I guess it is a jigging, but that looks really natural. I like what they did here as far as scalloping these covers. And that is ram horn, and as you can see here, it says that on the blade. Also, Rough Rider, these are made in China, and that is a stainless steel blade. And again, kind of a staple on these guys, they have half stops. So that is a Rough Rider Ram's Horn Granddaddy Barlow. Moving on. One of my favorite pieces that I have recently added to my collection. This is a 1975 Granddaddy Barlow, all the Teeners. This is a case XX, again, 1975, carbon steel, and we have the red, we have reddish brown, brown being the main color, reddish brown Delrin, smooth Delrin, and as you can see, this is the one that I had to even look up. They done this Delrin so good, it almost mimicked smooth bone, but this is one of my favorite Barlows. Haven't had this one too long. You guys probably will remember when I did this video. Maybe a month or so, a month and a half back, but this is a 1975 Granddaddy Barlow case. Moving on, we have, and who is this? Imperial. This is a little Imperial. Is this USA or is this? Nope. This is an Imperial Ireland. This is an Irish-made Imperial Barlow. Do we have no half stops for this one? First one, Granddaddy Barlow with no half stops. Again, we are back on the saw-cut plastic on the covers. Barlow engraved on the bolster. And I believe this one is just stainless steel. Yeah, there is a couple of, I don't know. There is a couple of peppering marks on there. I could be wrong. This could be carbon steel. Not 100% sure. But check out this aggressive swoop. What kind of makes this one unique? Look how this Barlow comes to right here to the top of that long nail nick and just falls off the cliff there. Really unique looking blade shape on that one. But this is a Imperial, and it was made in Ireland. All right, moving on. One of probably my most fancy smancy Barlows in my collection. We have this guy. This is from Brother Austin up at Traditional Pocket Knives. This is a full titanium, saw cut titanium Barlow. And of course, this one has screw technology and all. This is definitely a modern traditional in every form or fashion. This is M390 blade steel. But folks, this is one of, oh man, you talk about a different, you talk about a different blade shape. But this is, yeah, this is called the Lake Champlain Barlow, fingerprints all over it. But this is made proprietary up there by Austin and the guys at Traditional Pocket Knives. They had it, I say that it is proprietary to them. This is, I believe, a China made for them from, I believe, QSP in China makes these for Austin. But this is a Traditional Pocket Knife exclusive. You can only get this Lake Champlain Barlow from them. But anyway, beautiful, beautiful knife. Nice long nail pulls on each side. Again, we have M390 super steel stainless on the blade. And look at those. Look how thick those slabs of titanium are. And we have that nice saw cut. We have a faux bolster. This is all one piece right here, but they separate it right here to kind of give you the elongated bolster look. And then they come down here and saw cut it. Just stellar, 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 stellar walk and talk. Excellently made. Yeah, definitely a modern, traditional, modern take on a Barlow, but really cool. Glad to have it in my collection. And this is one, maybe a special occasion. I'll throw this in a slip or something when I want to be, you know, fancy smancy or something, or, you know, like a wedding or, you know, something like that. But this is kind of a special occasion knife for me. But yeah, Lake Champlain Barlow. And now we're going to get into some of the smaller size here. Well, they're still 4 inches or above. This one was actually, this is the first one. We went from Granddaddy Barlow size to this guy. This is 4 1/4 inches. And these other guys are going to be right at 4 inches, 4 1/8. So we kind of going down in overall length. But this is the Kershaw Culpeper. And this was a Smoky Mountain Knife Work exclusive. You can see we have copper here on the covers. These are all solid pieces of copper that we have kind of a diamond plate jigging on it. It has definitely took some patina. This would be a lot more shiny, or was shiny when it came, but these covers are definitely taking the oils and they're starting to patina. I threw a little copper lanyard on here that I put on it, but this is D2 steel on the blade. We have long nail pulls on both sides. And yeah, this is the Kershaw Culpeper Smoky Mountain Knife Work exclusive, all copper. And to keep that same theme going, I have 2 of them. This is another Kershaw Culpeper, and this one is in good old HT red. Come on. And that is red smooth bone. So we have one here, a Culpeper, all tricked out in copper covers. A lot of weight to this, nice heft to this one. This one is considerably lighter, and we are in just smooth red bone. Has this nice brass shield here saying Kershaw. We have actually brass, kind of different. We have all brass hardware, including that bolster. Again, we have D2 blade steel on these, the same long nail pull. Got a little jimping up on top of these. As you can see, that nail pull goes around to both sides. But this again is a Kershaw Culpeper, and this one is in smooth red bone. And everybody knows the old popular Bear & Sons, the 4-inch Barlows that came out here. I don't know, what has that been now? 6-8 months ago that Bear & Son did. These were quite popular. Some people loved them, some people hated them. I guess they were kind of polarizing. I think more people that I talked to liked them than hated them. I am in the camp of I totally like this and totally glad to have this in my collection. No regrets whatsoever. Like I said, Bear & Son, made in good old Jacksonville, Alabama. And yeah. And these guys are actually in rosewood. The one I have here, my variant here, is in good old rosewood. Has the nice long bolsters. And we have a long nail pull here over on the show side to get this thing open. And in this case, we have an old Wharncliffe. We have a Wharncliffe blade on this guy. So most of everything I think I've showed so far was clip point blades. Well, on this one, they threw an old Wharncliffe on there. Nice swedging. This is 440 series stainless steel on this one. Rosewood. Nice half stops. Good walk and talk. USA made. Bear & Son 4-inch Barlow. And last but not least, this one's a little, we'll talk about that Miami Hurricane football game. This one's a little controversial. You guys tell me if it counts. I added it. To me, I believe if it's not a Barlow, it is very Barlow inspired. So I threw it in here. I call it a Barlow. And this is, and I'm going to butcher this name. I do every time. Fellniven. I think somebody told me Fallniven. Forgive me. I'm sure I'm butchering that, but this is the Gentleman's Knife by Fellniven. And we will get this thing open here. Bear with me, folks. There we go. And that is what we got going on. So a little bit of a elongated bolster. You can say, that is where you can say, HT, yes, no, not so much. But we have a beautiful spear point blade on this with a long nail pull right here. And this is a proprietary steel they have on this Lamb, what do they call it? Lamb C30. Don't quote me on that, but it is a cobalt-based steel that is kind of proprietary to Fallniven. Anyway, that's how if you look at here on this tang stamp, that's the company's name. So you take your best shot at pronouncing it. And yeah, it has LAM. Oh, excuse me, guys. I can't half see. Lamb CO3 blade steel. I don't know if you guys can read that, but like I said, it is a very high cobalt based steel. But anyway, we don't care about all that. We have a nice kind of saber grind on here. 2/3 of the way up, saber grind. Beautiful swedge on this. Spear point blade. They call this the Gentleman's Knife. I get it. It is very classy. Has a little clevis or bell here on the back. But, and this was micarta. This was like a black, I believe this was black micarta on the covers. You have a nice shield right there with their little crown logo. that come in. Anyway, I'm throwing it in there. I saved it to last, but definitely very modern. Again, this is another modern. We have screwed technology, and this is actually a locking knife. You have a liner lock on this, so definitely a lot of modern features. A funky blade steel, but I thought it was, one thing about a Barlow, they've always been known to be very gentlemanly carries, and this is the gentleman's knife, so we tossed it in there. If nothing else, y'all got to see a cool knife that you probably don't see a lot, but we tossed it in there today. So anyway, 25 minutes. Sorry about that. Best I could do, and you see why I broke it in half. I still have probably this many more to do in the little guys, so we'd have been here 45 minutes. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. We are going to get out the Hunter Herd winner today, Brother Wade. I'm going to do my best to get it out today or tomorrow. That's what's going on. Jim, I hope you enjoyed my Barlow, part 1 of my Barlow collection. We love you guys. Thank every one of you for tuning in. God bless you. We're going to see you on the next one. HT, Miss Snoring, non-protection duty Abby, we are out.
Buck knives gleaming under that old porch light. He'll tell their stories deep into the night. Reviews and torture tests, it's a sight to see. HT